What's going on, YouTube? We are back with another episode of Guess the Ghost series, where I am going to go ahead and do a no evidence, no sanity, no hiding, and no grace period run. And I'm going to go ahead and do the round per normal. We're going to do ghost tests. We're going to go ahead and see what we have. But I am not going to give you any commentary that's going to give it away as to what ghost we have that round. That's your job to figure it out and maybe put it down in the comment section below to let me know what you're thinking. And then at the end of the round, we're going to go ahead and explain why we had what ghost we had. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to figure out how much you know about ghost types and to see if you'd be able to get it right in real gameplay. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Before we even get into the round, let's go ahead and talk about what custom multiplier we're using for this particular round. So if we go into customs, we're going to be able to see we have a 10.62 times multiplier, 0 sanity settings, 100% player speed, nothing unusual there. Flashlights are on so we can see the details of the ghost better and it's not too dark. Going over to ghost settings, regular speed ghost, nothing crazy there. We have all the max highest reward frequencies on for event, activity, changing favorite rooms and roaming frequencies. We maxed all those out. Grace period is 0. That means if the ghost spawns on top of you, you die immediately. So I'm going to have to definitely be careful with that and use crucifixes when necessary. Duration is high. Evidence is 0. 0 evidence round. Moving over to contract. 0 setup time. Weather is fog, but you can set weather whatever you want it to be. Door starting open is high. Number of hiding spaces is none, so we have to loop or try to use natural hiding spots when we're trying to find the ghost. And I'll show you a couple natural hiding spots in the map we're going to be playing on here. Sanity meter is off. Activity meter is off. The fuse box of contract is on at the start. That means you can start testing for Jinn the moment you start the round. You don't have to go find the breaker first, which is a very nice little thing to have. Let's go ahead and lock this in. We're going to be playing this round on Ridgeview. Now, Ridgeview could be a little difficult because there's a lot of areas the ghost could come from, and I like to set myself up right in the beginning, right in the entryway of the home, and try to set up my crucifixes there and my salt to be able to test for a ghost. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start right at the dining room table. Right off the bat, we're going to grab our flashlight. We're going to go ahead and grab a salt pile. We're going to grab a smudge stick and a lighter. I like to go ahead and get all my stuff at the front door or inside the house before I even begin the round. That way I don't have to run back and forth over and over again. Leave this there, leave this here, and this as well. We're going to make another trip back to the van. When I go back to the van, I'm going to go ahead and grab a crucifix to be able to protect ourselves from that 0 grace period. I'm going to go ahead and grab ourselves a photo camera to take a couple photos. I don't think I'm going to get a perfect game or anything, but I'm definitely going to try to get a couple photos in. And then we're going to look at our objectives and see. We need an EMF reader and a motion sensor, so we're going to grab both of those things as well. I always find if you have these objectives like EMF reader, motion sensor, repel, cleanse, those are the easy ones to get. If you have like one to like get a photo of the ghost, could be a little bit more difficult depending on what ghost you're dealing with. So definitely try to get the most objectives done you possibly can because it's going to end up being more money and more XP at the end of the run. And these are high multiplier games, so you could really level up very quickly if you should go ahead and go through that route. We got ourselves our EMF reader here. I'm going to go ahead and grab another container of salt and another smudge stick because you know we're going to end up needing it. So might as well grab it now. Gonna go ahead and turn our EMF reader off and I'm gonna throw it in the door. You don't even have to open the door. You can automatically throw stuff into the door without opening the door. And if you didn't know this, the moment you open the door in Phasmophobia, the round starts. The ghost starts moving in there. Right now, with the door not being touched, the ghost hasn't spawned. It hasn't moved at all. So this is why we do this. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our flashlight. We have our salt in our inventory already. I have another one out here. I'll probably throw it inside here in a second. Grab that. Put this inside. Okay, we are good to go. So we got a smudge stick. We got a flashlight. We got a lighter like the smudge stick. And we got salt automatically here. There's a tier 2 crucifix inside the doorway. That way if the ghost spawns on top of me, the moment I walk in, because it's a no sanity run with no grace period, so it could happen. Hopefully that crucifix saves my life, but I'm going to reposition it as quickly as I can to make sure I'm standing on top of it before the hunt starts. So here we go. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Immediately, salt's going down to go ahead and test for a wraith. I see the bone. It spawned right here at the beginning. Right here by the table. That's super lucky. So we're going to go ahead and get that photo. Once I figure out where my photo camera is, because, you know, I got ADHD and I lose all my equipment constantly. There it is. All right, let's put some more salt down because why not? More salt, more money. Photo of the bone has been taken and the bone has been acquired. We got our first photo of the game. So now what we have to do at this point is we stand on top of our crucifix. We wait to see if the ghost is going to set off the motion sensor to see if it's here with us, and we should be nervous. And we're going to see which direction the ghost comes from, because I'm going to have to loop it around this table. Now, before we even get into that, let's go ahead and talk about this real quick. We have a very limited amount of time before this ghost hunts with 0 sanity. This is a natural hiding spot. It's available no matter what difficulty you're on, even if you have no hiding spaces turned on. It's the fridge spot. That's why they call this fridge view. There's another one over by the piano in the piano room that you can use as well. Natural hiding spots, very overpowered. You will usually survive there as long as the ghost doesn't see you go in there and you don't have electronics on. It is coming from upstairs. Okay. Again, not going to comment about anything that ghost just did because I'm not going to give it away. Hopefully, you're also paying attention to different ghost abilities that may or may not be happening. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this EMF reader. We're going to chuck it upstairs. See if we can go ahead and maybe get the EMF reading objective. It came from somewhere up here. I'm not 100% sure where, but it's up here somewhere. Maybe we'll be able to turn a light on, too. Okay. Ghost is hunting again. It's coming back down. Coming back down from upstairs. Going for that smudge. The smudge has been complete. Alrighty. Let's see if we can go figure out where this ghost is spawning from up there, because I feel like that's important. Oh, I heard a door touch. Let's see where it was. EMF is telling me it's down this way. Both of these doors have been touched inside the hallway. EMF reading objective is now done since we were able to get that detection. Very good, very good. Let's go ahead and get a couple photos while we're waiting. There's 3 piles per salt pile here, because there's 3 piles of salt per container of tier 2 salt. So by the time we're done, we should have 6 photos of salt. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now that means we only have 3 photos left. So we do have a 3rd pile of salt inside of the truck. Another container. That could be your last 3 photos with the bone. You would have basically a perfect game if you didn't have to get a ghost photo. We don't. So that's definitely a possibility. You can go that route. Getting disturbed salt photos is one of the easiest things you could do to go ahead and fill up your journal. Okay? So that's something to observe there for certain. Looking for that box. Taking a peek over here. It's not going to be over here. It's going to be over on this side then. It's either at 2 spots in the basement or it's 1 in the garage. This map has 3 different power locations. That's very odd. We just turned it off. It immediately turned back on. I heard it flick on, and then I immediately heard it flick off. We do have a burnt crucifix. That's all of our objectives are now completed. And that's going to be... Oh, I missed 1 photo. I thought we were going to get interaction there too, but we did not. We didn't make it fast enough in time. So we still need 2 more photos. But we did get a burnt crucifix photo. If you don't know, the burnt crucifix photos pay out for $10 instead of $5. Interactions are $5. Burnt crucifix, ghost photos, and dirty water photos are all $10. We got a ghost photo, baby. Let's go. We take a step outside real quick, because if you don't know, when the ghost events into your area, it could stick around there for a couple seconds. In fact, you may have even just noticed it set off the motion sensor. So you want to try to evacuate the area as quickly as possible, because the ghost could spawn immediately on top of you after an event, making it a very dangerous situation on a no grace period run. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves another crucifix to go ahead and make sure we can protect ourselves. Go ahead up here, grab this one. How many more photos do we need? Got it. We need one more photo. One more photo indeed. Don't forget, left my photo camera out there, because I will forget. You know I'm going to forget. I'm going to forget I put my photo camera out there, so I'm going to grab it now. Turn the light on back here. Want to definitely keep this smudge stick nearby, because I'm going to need it. The person that's setting off the motion sensor is me. I'm sorry, I was kind of dancing it there a little bit. Got rave dancing inside the motion sensor there. Oh my goodness gracious. It just spawned on top of me. That's very peculiar indeed. That's our last photo right there. We got full photos. Oh, hi. Hello there. Got it. Leave some stuff here behind. Gonna go back to the van to go get some candle lights. Two, three. Since the ghost has hunted me in the general area that we're in right now, I'm going to go ahead and set these up in that location. 1, 2, 3. Try to spread them up to the best of you can. It's kind of hard. This room is very difficult because if you didn't know, the living room is one room, the dining room is one room, and the foyer or lobby or whatever you like to call it is another room. So right here in this well-open lit area, there is 3 rooms differently defined. So I think the line for this room is right here down this way up until you hit the staircase. The dining room is right here, and the living room is the rest of it. We got some candles blowing out right now, relighting, and I'm gonna go currently out of stamina. The biggest thing to remember when you're looping a ghost is don't panic and don't dump all of your stamina immediately. We want to go ahead and smudge it. This would be a good time to go ahead and do a smudge timer, honestly, if you were looking to do one. Relighting these candles. And we're definitely getting rid of this motion sensor. This motion sensor is God. You gotta get out of here. This is so loud. Let's go get another smudge stick. I think we got 2 more in the van, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've only used... Have I used 3? Maybe I've used 3? I definitely haven't used 4. I'm gonna grab both of them right now. We're gonna keep both of them on site, just in case. Okay. It's a lot of stuff happening here. There's candles blowing out. There's doors shutting. There's power going off. This is definitely a very active area. We're going to go ahead and let it hunt one more time, I think. I do have 1 bite of the crucifix left here. And then when it hunts one more time, we're going to go ahead and take our guess and we are going to leave. And we're going to see if we're correct. I'll tell you what, this is a very, very active ghost. You can tell there's nothing left on the table. There it goes. They used the last bite on the crucifix, so it is done. There's still some lit candles in the area. There's a lot going on here. Let's get out of here. We have gotten rid of all of our crucifixes. We are out of crucifixes. We have no more protection. This is the point of the hunt where I want you, the viewer, to go ahead and pause the video, go down to the comment section, put your guess for the ghost type in, let me know what you think it is after you've observed everything that's happened on this round. Here are your ghost types. What's it gonna be? I went ahead and I also locked in my guess. We're going to go ahead and shut up the truck. We have all of our objectives done. We have the bone that's been acquired. We have all 3-star photos. and we have a potential correct ghost, this could be a perfect investigation bonus on this multiplier. And there it is. It was a Yuri. How much money does that give us? We got a couple dailies done there. Perfect investigation bonus gives us an additional $225 dues there. 4,498 experience. That was a Yuri. Now let's talk about why. There was a lot of ghosts that for a while there, I could have probably have justified that it was, you know, a mare for sure, because it turned off the breaker 2 or 3 times, and it did a light breaking event upstairs at one point. The thing that gave away that it wasn't a mare, obviously, was the fact that the ghost shut the front door outside of a ghost event. That is a Yuri ability that only the Yuri can do. And if you didn't know, only the Yuri has the opportunity to slam the front door shut or interact with it outside of a ghost event or a hunt. That means if there's no event happening and the ghost is not actively hunting and the door slams shut, you have a Yuri, you can get out of there, it's done. Now, of course, we were messing around with some candles in the location, so if you thought it was an Onryo, that would have been valid as well. The reason I knew it wasn't an Onryo is because in that first hunt, when I had the candles in there, it spawned immediately after I relit the candle that was right in front of it. If it was going to be an Onryo, it would have had to blow out that candle first before it decided to hunt, even though it blew out 3 candles, so it means it had to hunt in 6 seconds. If you light another candle in its location within like 4 meters, it has to prioritize the candle, and it's going to reset that 3 candle test that you did that forced the hunt. So if you keep lighting candles in Onryo's location over and over and over again, it'll never be able to hunt unless it changes rooms or it roams away. All in all, I think that was a really good round. Because especially, we got very lucky because the ghost was upstairs in the hallway, and then it suddenly decided to roam downstairs with me, where it just happened to be the front door. And that's kind of one of the reasons on Ridgeview I like to go ahead and be in that area. We have access to the front door. We have access to a looping spot. We have access to go ahead and use natural hiding spots either on our left side, whether it be behind the piano, whether it be on the right side, whether it be behind the fridge, or whether it be in the basement hiding behind some sort of a shelf or something. You have a lot of opportunities to get away if you need to, and you need to conduct a smudge timer. So, I hope you found this helpful. Please feel free to drop a like on this video and subscribe for more. I would love to keep continuing this series, allowing you guys to figure out ghosts with no sanity, no evidence, no hiding, and maybe even no grace period. So make sure you show some love down in the comment section below. Would love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay crispy.